Paula, I would say it's pretty perfect out there as well. It's nice and warm. We are looking at a little bit of cloud cover streaming into the forecast for a change, and that's really what's going to happen as we head into the weekend. So we're getting a little inside scoop before we get there. It's still warm out there. In fact, right here at the broadcast center in Studio City, we're at 68 degrees. 60s, even a few 70s left over out there. 71 in San Bernardino, 71 in Riverside. Pasadena 67, 67 in Van Nuys and Lancaster at 64 degrees. So it will be cloudier this weekend, but we could hold on to some warm numbers. We'll have that Super Bowl weekend forecast coming up. Paul, back to you. Well, we've got a gorgeous forecast ahead for the weekend. We had a pretty nice day out there today. We did see a little bit of high cloud cover in the forecast, but pretty much everybody still looking at warm numbers as we head toward the weekend. We'll show you exactly how warm in a minute. We're taking you to satellite radar where we're looking at a mix of sun and a little bit of high cloud cover streaming in, and by the weekend we're going to see more of it. Temperatures currently in the 50s, the 60s, even a few 70s out there as well. Right here at the broadcast center, we're at 67. So as we head into the weekend, here's the drill. We've got increasing cloud cover. We're still above average temperature wise. We've got some cooling on the way though, but really not a significant cool down until next week. And there's a slight chance of rain, but we're holding off on that as well. Originally, we thought maybe a chance over the weekend, maybe a chance earlier in the week. At this point, best chance later in the week. 76 earlier today in downtown, average is 68. So we were still above average. We were a couple degrees cooler, and by tomorrow, maybe shedding a degree, but even that, still a warm forecast and still above average for you. So we're in the 50s in the morning hours. By the afternoon, 75 under mostly cloudy skies, but that's not stopping us from warming up. Burbank 76 tomorrow, Ontario 77, Irvine 76, Lancaster 69, and Oxnard still getting up to a gorgeous 71 degrees. As we get a look at Futurecast, though, you will see a little more cloud cover streaming into the forecast. 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, we're calling it mostly cloudy. We could get a little bit of sunshine here and there, but generally looking at cloudy conditions, but warm conditions. By noontime, still a mix of clouds and a little less sunshine actually later in the afternoon, and even cloudier as we head into tomorrow night, 8 o'clock or so. Looks like we've got widespread cloud cover, could even produce a raindrop or two, but for the most part, we are calling it dry and warm. As we head into tomorrow, you'll see right here 70s at the coast, mid 70s in the basin, upper 70s in the valleys. By Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, still keeping temperatures in the 70s, keeping conditions dry but cloudy. Monday, a little cooler for you, a little cooler by Tuesday, even cooler by Wednesday, and then by the later part of the work week, at this point I will say maybe Friday. The models could change until then. Does look like we could catch a little bit of rain before next weekend. Pat and Paul, back to you.
All right.
All right. And we'll come back for Super Bowl. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's a great weekend to get outside, stay outside. It might be a little cloudier out there, but it's not stopping us from warming up. We're still above average as we head into the next couple of days. There is some cooling on the way, but we're going to hold off a few days before we get there. And there's also just an ever so slight chance of rain on the way. We'll tell you exactly when to expect that coming up on CBS2 News at 6. Pat and Paul, back to you.
Thank you, Evelyn. People living in a Ventura County retirement community. Door plans this weekend?
That's a great question. Well, the clouds are moving in, Rick, but we are still expecting warm temperatures. We're going to break all those numbers down for you coming up in a bit, but you'll see right here on satellite radar, clouds in the picture already, and that will continue to be the case at least over the next few days. Temperatures still mild. We're in the 50s, but we've got a lot of 60s out there as well. 64 downtown, 63 Santa Monica, and 62 right now in Long Beach. We'll show you exactly how warm or how much cooler it's going to be as we head toward the weekend. That's all coming up in just a bit. Rick, back to you.